Hello flight simmers, hello friends, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Greece. Once again Greece is part of our flight after our recent flight from Brussels down to Rhodos. We are now taking the Aegean A320 Sharklets from Heraklion, where we are currently sitting right now, over to Munich. Flight time around 2.5 hours, and yeah, I'm very much looking forward to do this flight, since I think, or I believe it is actually the first time I'm flying the IAE engines together with the Sharklets. So that's a bit of a first timer for me, and also I really love this livery, which is the new Aegean livery. And what they did, they put this kind of mask on here, the black colors around the cockpit windows, which we usually only see at the A320 Neos, but Aegean is one of those airlines who decided to also do it on the COs, and I think it's incredible. It really looks stunning. Right, early morning time here in Heraklion. Now it's around 7:45. We will have a morning flight over to Munich, and then get there, of course, also during the daytime. Passengers are getting inside the plane already, so let's jump into the flight deck and start to prepare. Right, so here we are. I should mention that today I'm flying offline, since there's anyway no ATC online at the moment, so I decided to go offline. I was hoping for a bit more AI traffic here, but apparently we are even the only ones around, so quite empty here at the moment. But never mind. I have loaded in the route already. Today we are departing runway 27, and we are flying the Apollo 1 Foxtrot departure, which is an RMP departure, so we can take this one. And yeah, it looks fairly simple. It looks very simple, to be honest, but the first turn is coming up quite low, 600 feet, so yeah, quite a sort of 90-degree right-hand turn very soon after liftoff. And then on to Apollo. Should be pretty straightforward. We can do the performance together, so let's go take off and find our airport. And departure 27, full length. So that's the data. Not too warm here at the moment, since it's early morning time, 24 degrees, and wind 15 knots from 310. Okay, so that's quite a bit of wind. A lot of it is headwind. That's quite good for the departure. And then let's see, conditions are dry. We're gonna have flex temperature config. Let's go optimum first. Air anti-ice is gonna be off, and air conditioning is gonna be on. Right, takeoff weight 68.1. And this is our data. So let's put this in here: 131, 136, 139, and then it's gonna be flap 1 plus F and down 0.8 for the trim, and flex temperature of 48. Right. Also, we can head over to airport information, black box 711. I'm not sure if you guys know it, but it's a very useful website where we have the specific data. And we can use this one. I think it's always more realistic than the standard one. So thrust reduction is 1620 and acceleration 3120. And engine out acceleration for runway 27 is going to be 1700. Right, and quick look maybe at the load sheet. We are fairly light today, so zero fuel weight. Below 60 tons. We have souls on board 144, so that makes 138 passengers. So not quite maxed out, which is nice. And right, other than that, I'm just thinking that should be pretty much it for the moment. Yeah, we are sitting here on parking stand number 4, which is here, and then we can taxi straight out, right-hand turn, and then all the way down to runway 27. We need to cross runway 12 or 30 in between. And yeah, that's it for the departure, or the departure planning rather. Can put on the constraints and initial altitude. Let's see, I think there's nothing on here, but it says at or above 7,000, so let's go 7,000. and then we have some time to dial it up further. Alrighty, okay, let's have a quick look outside. And it looks like GSX was very fast today, so we are pretty much good to go now. Just thinking I should put on APU bleed, since otherwise it's getting a bit warm in the cabin. Right, and quickly configuring, and then we can also run some checklists. So checklists before start. Cockpit preparation. Let me say it again. Cockpit preparation. Yeah, that was a bit fast. Is completed. Gear pins and covers are removed. Signs are on an auto. ADIRs are on nav. I think there's a way of also checking in the MCDU. If we go here, and then I think it's IRS monitor. Yeah, nav. I think that's the proper way to check it. Fuel quantity, we have 10.16 tons on board. Takeoff data is set. By reference is 1014. Right, windows and doors, everything is locked. Beacons are on. Thrust levers are on idle. Should be. Parking brake is on. And mobile phones are off. Beautiful. Right, so we will put this to traffic advisory, and then we are good to fire up. Everything looking good on here. Now the trick is, I want to tell GSX that we are leaving, but at the same time I don't want to have any pushback. No pushback. Have a good trip. Okay, sounds good. So we are good to fire up. So starting engine number 2.
Cabin crew, please arm your doors for departure. Thank you. Are here for your comfort, but
right, very silent for some reason, the engine sound. Oh, and there's some traffic finally. Aegean A320 as well.
Of this Airbus aircraft. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused now, since I tested this livery earlier, the specific aircraft even, and I had the very cool Aegean announcement, so the Greek announcement. Ah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I was waiting for it. Right, that's the generator switch, and engine number 2 is available, so let's start engine number 1. Right, I'm just seeing I still have the external power connected, that's not too good. So GPU and also chocks need to go. That's a bit loud, isn't it? Ah, that's better. Right, CPDLC, we don't need it today since we're flying offline, but anyway, let's turn on the screens. Right. And I think there was one more ACARS message. Find load sheet, accept. Can very quickly do another check, so oh, I can't go back to the weights, can I? 0 fuel, 57.9, 57.9, that's spot on. Very nice. Right, so I believe... Hello colleagues. We have 2 good engine starts, very nice. So the after start flows, APU bleed is coming off, we don't need NTIs. APU master switch is coming off. Flight controls, we will trim it down 0.8. Like that. And weather radar, those come to arm. The starter goes back to normal. We have flap 1, maximum brake, And the flight control check. Full left, full right, neutral, full up, full down, neutral and the rudder, full left and full right. That's done. And the after start checklist. That was wrong. Checklist, that is. Anti-ice is not required. ECAM status is checked. Pitch trim is set, and rudder trim is 0. After start checklist completed. Right, and so we are off to Munich, basically. Yeah, picking up some speed. We are fairly light, and also on the IAE engines, which is always good to taxi on the ground. Let's put on some lights, and then maybe we can already get started at least on the before takeoff checklist to the line. So flight controls are checked, flight instruments are checked, briefing is confirmed. Flaps we have config 1, so that's the 3 points where we check it over here, then in the MCDU and the physical lever. V speeds, yes, we have done those as well. And ATC, yeah, we're flying offline, so that's not too important today. Let's just make sure there's no traffic right here. Yeah, let's finish the turn and then we can continue on the checklist. Right, yeah, ATC not required transponder is set, and ECAM memo is takeoff, no blue. Before takeoff checklist to the line completed. Okay, we are crossing runway 12 and 30. Left is clear, right is clear. Let's pop on the strobes. I'm not even quite sure if this is actually an active runway. If it's still in use at all or not, I have no idea. Right, and now we're getting there rather quickly, so we can already continue with the other flows. Landing lights are coming off, this is coming to TO. Strobes are on and they are staying on. Getting a little bit fast. And then we have the transponder to TARA. And before takeoff checklist below the line, takeoff runway is confirmed. Runway 27 coming up. There it is. And that's also the cabin okay.
Hello,
Very good timing. Cabin crew is advised. TCAS is TARA, engine mode selectors normal, and packs are on as required. Right. Maybe let's go terrain on our side for the takeoff. But we can dial down the brightness a bit. Okay, now I'm very much looking forward to the takeoff. We have to remember that the turn is coming up very early at 600 feet already. So there's maybe only going to be a very quick look outside during the initial climb. Right. Ready when you are, guys. So let's start the timer. Chrono. And let's rock and roll. So throttle's coming up. Power established. And man flex SRS. Keeping some forward pressure on the stick. 80 knots. Ooh, that's gonna be short takeoff run.
V1.
And rotate. Positive rate, gears coming up. So, very quick look. Nice. And that's 600 feet, right-hand turn. Very good. And that should be climb power any second now. Climb power. There it is. Cool. Yeah, unfortunately we can't even see too much of the island here, since we're already turning out over the ocean. Yeah, nice view down there. It's the city, and oh, we can even see the Sharklets. Very nice. So I should focus on the flight director, nevertheless. And that's acceleration altitude, so pitching the nose down. And autopilot. Okay, looking very good. Yeah, it's quite a nice change to fly an aircraft which is not fully loaded all the time, since usually SimBrief does give us quite heavy aircrafts in terms of payload, but today I've dialed it down manually a bit, and it does make a difference, especially in the FSLabs. Flaps up. Yeah, especially in the FSLabs it makes a huge difference since it's so accurately modeled. Very, very cool. Okay, turn off and taxi lights are coming off. And let's continue climb. Cruise level today is 360. Going in there. Right, and I would say that was a pretty successful takeoff out of Heraklion. Now this time I think we couldn't really feel any special turbulences, which should come with the add-on, but at the same time it's early morning time, and usually turbulences only get very strong in during midday or in the afternoon. So I think that's fairly realistic that it was a smooth departure, at least so far. Righty, passing 5,500. Guys, I'm gonna release you into music and view mode, and then I will meet you over at Munich for a hopefully very nice landing. Enjoy, see you in a bit. Welcome back everyone. We are descending towards Munich, or basically we are just almost parallel to the airport. It should be down here on the right hand side. Yeah, there it is. Right down there, and from the direction we are flying you can guess that we are going to land on the 08 runways, to be specific on the 08 right, which will be this one down here. And wind is barely any wind down there, so we could basically choose which one to take, which direction, but AI traffic using 08s, so we are doing the same. And down here on the left hand side that's Munich downtown, and then of course the beautiful Alps further to the south. very enjoyable approach in Munich so far. We are a touch high. I mean, we have plenty of space to lose some altitude, but ideally it would be better to be a bit lower already, and then we can make the turn to final a bit faster. Let me quickly show you what we are flying here. So yeah, that's the chart for ILS 08 right, and yeah, pretty straightforward ILS starting from 5,000 feet at Aegean. 3-degree glide just down there. We are flying the NAPSA 08 transition along all these waypoints. By the way, I have one question, guys. I can't figure it out. So over here you can see we only have a few waypoints, so that's Delta Mike 450. I don't have all the waypoints in between, which is really weird. I don't know why this is happening. Would be a bit nicer to have all of them. If you know any trick how to get them, I would really appreciate knowing it. And other than that, yeah, down on the ground I think we have plenty of space to roll out. So a couple of high speeds exit down here. We can even go to the last one, Bravo 1-2. And our gate's gonna be over here. We have been assigned stand, I think it was 313. Yeah, 313, so that's gonna be over here. And oh, open descent, sorry. Yeah, that's better. Right, and yeah, AI traffic, I think we should be good according to AI Companion at least. Most of them are using 08 left, and unfortunately AI traffic does not know of the closed runway. Last time I checked in Munich, runway 08 left was closed, so that's why we are also taking 08 right to keep it a bit more realistic. And yeah, auto brake low will do. And I've also set up for a flap 3 config landing, since yeah, barely any wind. We are also fairly light, so that should work out very nicely. Right, now we just need to lose a little bit more altitude, and then we can do the right-hand turn onto the final approach course. Yeah, 8,000 I think we could manage. One thing I want to check is how do we get no star. I'm trying to get the all the other waypoints in there, at least on the final approach. It's really weird. Either I really forgot how to do it, or I don't know. Yeah, whatever. Okay, I think we are out far enough now, so let's do right-hand turn here. And then we should make it in quite nicely. So 30-degree inbound should be 050 approximately. Should be nice intercept heading. Right, those can go to arm. And getting the landing system displayed. Right, 22 miles out, so it's gonna be a rather long final now. Ooh, I'm just seeing it's already turning to autumn colors, ORBX here. Very early. That's maybe a touch too early, to be honest. Right now in Germany still pretty nice summertime. And also I should mention regarding Munich airport, so I have the taxi to gauge Munich scenery installed, which is yeah, not the newest one, and also officially I don't even think it's for prepare version 5 yet. So it's not cool. Well, it is working rather good actually. Also, I kind of like the way it is designed, so it looks pretty good in my opinion. Just to let you guys know that yeah, if we see any bugs down there, then it is due to the fact that the scenery is officially not for localizer captured. yeah, then it is because of the reason that the scenery is officially not released for prepare version 5 yet. But yeah, it works quite alright in my opinion. Right, we are about 20 miles out. We have captured the localizer, which is good. We can arm the approach mode. There it is. And also activate the approach phase. And yeah, looking good. Okay, so glide slope is coming up in 5 miles. Flap 1. Right, and there's the glide slope indication coming in. And let's slow it down a bit further, 170 knots. And flaps 2. $15 miles out. Right, and regarding the go-around procedure, yeah, we will simply do right-hand turn towards Ottersberg VOR, climbing to 5,000. Maybe I'm thinking let's select it in the RedNav page. Then we always have a nice idea where it is. Yeah, over there. Perfect. Okay, glide slope captured, 5,000 for the go-around altitude is set. And yeah, by the way, here's another thing which I'm not quite sure how it's done in real-world procedures. So it is a Cat 3 ILS. According to the charts, you can see here that Cat 3 Bravo is available for this runway, and based on the assumption that the crew is certified for that, I think the aircraft certainly is, and then we could technically do a fully automated landing. So I'm wondering, in these conditions, would we set it like I did it now, so that there's no decision height, or would we still select something for like Cat 1 category? Yeah, I'm a bit unsure about that, but if you guys know, please let me know in a comment down below. That would be awesome. Right, looking good. 10 miles out.
2,500.
Which is weird, since the runway does not seem to be 10 miles out. That's interesting. That's very interesting indeed. But we are on the glide, according to the Parpies at least. Right, manage speed. And then let's drop the gear as well. Signs are on and on. And flaps 3. Right, so today we're gonna leave auto throttle active for the landing. I think it's really only Lufthansa that takes it out. As far as I know, pretty much all other airlines do auto throttle landings, so We will leave it on today since we're flying Aegean.
1000.
But I will take the aircraft. Oh, I forgot to run the checklist, did I? Landing checklist. Cabin crew advised auto throttle is speed, go around altitude set 5000, auto brake is low, and ECA memo landing no blue. Landing checklist completed. Yeah, I also forgot to run the approach checklist, I think, but yeah, we did all that stuff. Right, let's hope for a good one now. Okay, now there is a little bit of headwind, which is good for us. 4 knots.
400.
Flight directors off. Now touch low, let's correct that a bit.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, retard.
Retard and flare. Come on. Yeah, there we are. Reverse. And now we can do a nice long rollout. Okay, 80 knots idle forward. Manual braking. All right. So, welcome down to Munich, everyone. Let's take this exit. We don't want to block the runway more than necessary. Cool. So, I think that was a fairly good landing. I'm quite happy with that. Maybe a little bit of a float, but not too bad after all. Oh, come on. Flaps up. Ooh, some traffic. Hello there. Okay, flight time 2 hours and 39. Okay, and I'm gonna set up GSX in just a second. Let's finish our cleanup here. So this is coming off now. Landing lights are coming off. Turn-offs and taxi lights are coming on. Strobes off. APU I will do in a second. This is coming to TA. No, that's set correctly. Weather radar's coming off. Right. Looking good. There was an after landing checklist. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I think we will take the second left-hand turn now. The checklist very quickly. So flaps are retracted, spoilers are disarmed, APU. Yeah, let's start it now. And where are we? Radars off. PWS is it off? Yeah, we switched it off. One engine taxi in. Consider. We could, yeah. Actually, we could consider today. You know what, guys? Let's save some fuel here. Now I really hope I don't mess up the procedures too much. But I think the way it works, we need the yellow electric pump. Oops, now I did hit it twice, like that. And then we should see the hydraulic system, now the yellow one being fired by the electric, and then we can kill engine number 2. Quite a lot of traffic here, some Lufthansa heavies, beautiful A340. Right, and yeah, we did this pack 2 as required. Okay, then I guess we need to turn off pack 2. There are 3 lines here. Let's take the center one. I'm not entirely sure which one we're allowed to take just now. And then back to the charts. So, stand 313, that was assigned to us. Gate. Oh no, sorry, my bad. Gate. Why can I not go further than that? That's super weird. Okay, also, I think I need to switch over to the orange one, otherwise we're gonna clip wings with this guy. Ooh, a bit more heavies over here. That's super cool. Right, so what's happening with the gates here? Show all positions. That looks better. 3, 1. Available in 7 minutes. No, I don't want to wait. Then let's go 312, I guess, right? I don't know, Lufthansa. Okay, that's gonna be cool. We're gonna be parked right between some heavies. Not quite sure if Aegean would really come to those gates, but let's take it as it is. So we are in a very good neighborhood here. Is that even... I think... No, that's too small. We can't take it. We need to go further. See, that's apparently only working when there are 2 other small aircrafts, but that's not for today. Let's go 309. That looks better. Okay, once again, a lot of scrolling. Lufthansa. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, and now APU bleed, turn-offs and taxi lights are coming off. Yeah, these engines are crazy. We can still easily taxi just on idle power even with only 1 engine running. That's super cool. Alrighty, let's trust our GSX friend today. Although he does want me to go quite a bit further. I think it's okay. Let's hold it here. Should work. Alrighty, okay, parking brake. Now, let's see, so we have the yellow electric pump. Probably first I'm gonna kill engine 1. We have APU running. And then we will have yellow electric pump off again. If that's working, there it is. And pack 2 on, I guess. Really not too sure here. Okay, beacons, seat belts. This is coming to auto. And jetway working. Beautiful. Fuel pumps. Right, okay, and the parking checklist. APU bleed is on, engines are off, seatbelts are off, exterior lights are off. Parking brake is set. Fuel pumps are off and company mobiles back on, and parking checklist completed. Alright, so welcome to Munich, everyone. Here we are, and yeah, you can see that the airport is not working 100% here in the sim, so I guess these textures should be different. and I think there's some default terminal billing bleeding through, but other than that, I mean, it works quite decently, right? And not really in the mood to spend another 35 euro just on having a more up-to-date version of the airport. This is working perfectly fine in my opinion. So, as always, thank you so much guys for joining me on this flight, and as always, feel free to leave comments down below. Also, I hope to see you on the next flight as well. Take good care of yourselves. See you next time. Bye bye.